Let me go live in here and see if it works. Let's try now.
Because, yeah, it works fine here. Let's see. Nope.
What? Why?
It's okay. I'll keep an eye on the chat here.
Well, hi, taping. We were just saying that my YouTube chat is not working. Welcome in. I don't know why my YouTube chat is being dumb. But it is. That's just, yeah, I don't know. I'll fix it later. We're having trouble
streaming.
Good to see you.
Typing was high as fuck.
Yeah,
I am
welcome in. I mean, that's just you. You're a bee.
Yeah.
You're a bee. Okay, well, I've got chat pulled over here in the corner. So I can kind of see it.
There's the goddamn button. Like, where's the fucking pop-out
I don't have enough
chat?
Screen space for this. It sucks. Okay, anyway. I don't know why it's doing that. It worked fine last week when Rosa braided into us.
Yeah, I know.
Working. Well, that just goes to show you that streaming is it's all bullshit.
Yes, none of it's true. All of it is RNG bullshit. Based.
It's very much RNG based. That is for sure. It is guaranteed gotcha scuff every single time. It's are you going to pull the 5-star scuff where you just forgot to click the unmute button or something, or is it going to be like everything is just fucked? You know.
Well, I mean, that was mine today. Everything was just fucked, dude. Yeah. At one point, my stream was going so fast, and the thing was paused. But if you listen to the audio, it sounded like goddamn Animal Crossing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd come back in and it just froze. Everything froze.
Yeah, I don't fucking know why it's doing that.
I don't either.
It does not enjoy multi-streaming, and I'm saying, well, damn, bitch, that's too damn bad.
We started talking about this last week, too, with... So, OBS is free, and it is open source or whatever, but there is, like, a bunch of donators, like, that donate and contribute to the app, and a bunch of, like, big companies. Twitch is one of them. Google... things like that, because they make money off people being able to stream onto their platforms, so it's they can do it, so it makes sense. But somebody had asked them if they would ever put a drop down and like be able to add in Rumble, and they were like, well, no, because there's like a bunch of racists and stuff on Rumble, and it's like there's a bunch of racists on literally every platform. You can stream to OnlyFans, like you have that as a thing on OBS, like
bruh,
you know what I mean? It's like. And so it's a weird thing, but I really hope that somebody takes the OBS and builds their own, like it's actually like fucking open source and not some bullshit, California jackass sitting in. I don't like these people, so I'm not going to let them stream or make it, whatever. I hope all these people get rooted out. I really do. Okay. Anyway, back to old Randy Pitchford. The absolute sincere truth is that I don't want anyone to pay any more than they should or are comfortable with. Randy Pitchford's latest post of the Borderlands pricing controversy is a whole dang essay. Video game discourse cycle does another lap. Racing past video games are too easy. The single player is back. Hitting the straight out. Video games are too expensive. One more time. This Borderlands 4 is the game with $80 potential price. Randy Pitchford found himself at the head of the pack, saying, if you're a real fan, you'll make it happen. Game budgets are increasing. It's getting gnarly out there. Okay, so here's the thing. Game budgets are increasing, and I still want to make this video. I really do, because I'm really curious, and nobody else has really touched on this. They talk about it, but nobody else, like, as far as I've seen, nobody has done, like, a deep dive into these things. Mm-hmm. Why in God's green earth do we have, so the example that I bring up, which Borderlands falls into too, where you're saying like it's double the budget. So of Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 had a $150 million budget, so they're estimating that Borderlands 4 has a $300 million budget. But then I jump back to Horizon Zero Dawn the first game had a $70 million budget. Horizon Zero Dawn 2, 5 years later, whatever. I think it was five. It was released like 5 years, 4 or 5 years after the first game.
Yeah.
Was released. $240 million budget. Now, why would a sequel have a budget 4 times of the first game in 5 years? In like what went up so drastically, so much more? What the cost of what went up to make that budget go up that much more? Like, I really don't get it. Like
graphics cards.
Well, no. That's what the customer has to pay.
I get you.
I'm saying, like, what, like, did the artist charge more? Did did paying the staff go up? Did the CGI stuff go up, or like whatever the mocap, or like, did they raise their costs up that much to justify that giant of a budget jump? And I, the answer is pretty clear. Like, these motherfuckers are pocketing this shit. It's the same thing that Hollywood's doing. Like, there's no reason that a TV show like what was the fucking Star Wars TV show that came out? It was like
Acolyte.
Yeah, the Acolyte or whatever. And I'm saying, like, each episode of the Acolyte was like $19 million or some shit like that.
Jesus.
It was like a $200 million budget for a fucking like 8 episode TV series or some shit like that.
That's insane. They spent insane.
They spent more per episode of the Acolyte than Godzilla -1. That whole movie was made for like $16 million. And award, like, it was a fantastic movie. So why the fuck is a TV show's each episode costing it? So anyway, I really would like to like know the breakdown of why. Like, is the staff that much bigger? Is the map that much bigger? Is it like you're going to be reusing assets from the first game? Not everything's going to be brand new. It'd be different like if you were making a whole new engine and everything from scratch. But I know you didn't do that. So that's where I'm at. Like, what is the actual? Why did these budgets jump so much since 2020? Like, they're just exploded. And every AAA game now is like, it's a $300 million budget. Fucking why? Why is it like that? Well, it didn't make it any money or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you spent $300 million on it and it's shit still. You know what I mean? Like, everybody loved the first game and they don't like the second game because you guys' message sucks now. Yeah. So anyway, that's going back to the Randy Pitchford thing. This set me off. Sorry. I really want to do like a breakdown, like documentary style YouTube series video or whatever, where I actually break down and figure out the actual cost of this shit, because it just doesn't make any sense. No, I know.
You've talked about it a lot.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And nobody else has really ever talked about it. They're just like, yeah, these game budgets are so much more expensive. Yeah, but why? Why did everything jump up so much? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what the actual excuse is. Because to me, the justification of them like, oh, these game budgets are so much higher now, so we have to charge $80. No, like, motherfuckers, you don't. Because look, okay, GTA 5 started out as a $50 game. I think it came out so long ago; it was $50. It's before they went to $59.99.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Well, it may have been $59. I don't remember. But anyway, it was out for that, and like it made a gajillion dollars or some shit. Like it GTA 5 is the most profitable piece of entertainment that's ever been released. Ever.
Besides Skyrim.
No.
Really?
Ever. Yes.
Damn.
It's made more money than anything ever.
That's actually
Movies, impressive. TV. It is the most profitable piece of entertainment media, period. And so, when they say they had, so the rumor right now is that GTA 6 has $1 billion budget. That's insane to me, but at the same time, it's like, if they're actually investing that much money into the game, which I've seen some of the stills and stuff, it looks pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie, but like, okay, like if you're actually going to invest that much money, like, this other game made us billions of dollars. Let's put $1 billion back into the next one and make it the best possible.
Yeah.
Well, that would be awesome if that was the actual case. I don't believe it is, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about this today. I have become so black-pilled on these things. Like, I cannot be excited. I cannot enjoy games because I see these things that these people, these shitty companies and corporations keep doing to gamers. Like they're just anti-consumer, and it black pills me so much. I can't even enjoy games anymore. So we talked about. I sent the video today about Nintendo, which I have pulled up. Fuck Randy. Anyway, yeah, he apologized. Probably,
God damn it!
maybe.
Let me finish reading this. You sit there. I'll finish reading. Reaction to the idea that reaction to the idea that a real fan would pony up higher price wasn't great, with people who own thousands of dollars worth of Funko Pops expressing outrage at the suggestion that they were the kind of people who will pay anything for new content. It didn't help that the Take-Two updated the EULAs for their Borderlands series to say it was totally okay for the publisher to vacuum up players' personal information in exchange for getting to shoot at shouty men in masks for a bit, and a review bombing followed. Now, Randy Pitchford has delivered a 557-word missive, on the hate site formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, fuck off, PC Gamer, you fucking weirdos.
Could you actually make it a little bit bigger for me?
I can.
Thank you.
Better?
Much better. Putting his earlier statements into context, and it's actually pretty effective at explaining his position, which is not actually that you have to pay more money to prove you're allowed to call yourself a real Borderlands fan.
Okay, where was that? Hang on.
Last.
No. I know where you're at there. I was trying to figure out where's the stupid hate site formerly known as Twitter?
In bright red at the bottom.
Fucking PC. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. Let me scroll down so you can keep reading. There we go. So I can. There we go. I'm going to send you the screenshot because I don't have any other place to do it. Okay.
Pitchford begins by apologizing for the misunderstanding, then says, "The absolute sincere truth is that I don't want anyone to pay any more money than they should or are comfortable with. And I always work with the intent and hope that a customer always feels they got the better end of the deal no matter what they pay." Bullshit. He goes on to explain the actual context was that a guy replied to a post about Borderlands 4 on the Nintendo Switch 2, was warning me that if the price ends up being $80, the game will fail. What I was trying to do was explain that it wasn't my call, but if it's a $10 price increase does happen, if a $10 price increase does happen, since that's obviously where the industry is going, it will be okay, and that Borderlands 4 will be okay because it's a great game and there are a lot of fans who will see the value and want it. I think my trying to shorthand that using the phrase real fans triggered some people, and I saw that it got inflated as if I was making some big statement. I wasn't. I was trying to help people who I thought was sincerely worried about us and looking out for us. And I could see that it was being pressed into the idea that I was taking the audience for granted, which is a super shitty look. But it's not at all my intent and does not reflect at all how I feel. And then he puts said post there. I don't expect this is going to be the end of it, if only because the discourse cycle will be doing another lap in no time at all. But when Pitchford says, "The sincere truth is that I'm grateful that anyone likes our games and humbled that so many fans show up to enjoy and support what we do," I believe him because that's how everybody feels about the people who appreciate their work. Borderlands 4 will be out on September 12th and will apparently let you replay missions and boss fights, summon a hoverbike out of midair, and use point grapples and glides to get around faster, which is
Why
nice.
is this in the article?
I have no idea.
It seems like such a weird place to put that in the article. Either way, you know. So, like, watching the trailer, and I said this when we watched the trailer, it was like, it looks good, really fun. Like, it really does. Like, I enjoyed Borderlands 1 and 2 quite a bit. I liked 3. 3 didn't grab me.
Mechanics of 3.
Some of the mechanics were really good in 3. Dialogue was shit, obviously. Duh.
Oh yeah.
But the rest of the game, it didn't feel as replayable as the other 2 did to me.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't feel like it had the same like gravity to it or whatever. Anyway, but the biggest thing for me now is the EULA bullshit that they pulled. Going back retroactively, doing this to Borderlands 1 and 2 and the other ones, and then what that's going to do with 4, and yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Nonchalant attitude of, oh, well, it's fine. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. So, yeah, PC fucking gamer. What a bunch of weirdos. Sorry. And the thing is, there's like one guy at PC Gamer that's pretty cool, and there's another guy that's just like this dipshit here. And I think I muted them because I think I just got tired of seeing their dumbass takes.
God damn, you're like, nah, done with this shit.
Yeah, well, it was pretty bad. All right, so, see it here. I got to find it. Okay, so what I was going to bring up with this was, Devolver Digital had jumped on him, commented about something, and then Randy Pitchford shot back at Devolver Digital. Devolver Digital, obviously, the people that did Fall Flat and games of the like or whatever. And anyway, he said something about. Let me see if I can find that. Randy, because it was pretty funny.
While we take this short break,
no, sorry,
folks in chat.
Found it. Right here. Randy Pitchford. So Devolver Digital, you're going to be able to buy Micropunk for you and 3 friends for the price of 1 copy of Borderlands 4.
Oh, shit.
and then Randy Pitchford, Micropunk is cheaper than a point of meth, probably has fewer side effects too. So that's like a weird take. Anyway, yes, I found it. Okay. I want to talk about, of course, the Switch 2 thing. Yeah, so we got the Switch 2
if we weren't going to talk about it, I would be surprised.
Yeah, so I want to talk about the Switch 2 thing. Switch 2 requires internet to work, but is it really that big of a deal? So I watched a video today saying that people already have Switch 2s. Like, it's released next week. Like, it comes out, like, next week. And I guess people have already gotten a hold of the actual console. But it doesn't work.
It's bricked until that first patch.
Yeah, it has to have a day 1 patch before you can do anything with the console. You can't even play a physical game on it.
Nope. There's no physical games to play on it.
Well, I think you should be able to play Switch 1 games.
From what I remember, you had to pay a fee to be able to play them.
No, you can play them, but to play the upscaled version, you have to pay that.
Oh,
okay.
My bad.
Sony actually did something similar to this too with the PS5. So, like, all my PS4 games, I can just re-download on my PS5. Now, I can get, like Ghost of Tsushima, which I had on my PS4, I paid, like, it was another $10 or whatever dollars, but I got, like, the upscaled version that ran 60 FPS and all that stuff for, like, an extra 10 or 15 bucks, whatever it was. The PS5 version. So, I mean, it's it's whatever. I kind of get that, but it's still aggravating. And it gives you to the point where it's like, if there's no game on the card and it takes the key or whatever, like, you can't really take this thing on the go. Like, it's not a portable.
If you need the internet to be able to access it, it's not portable anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's portable in your house, I guess. You're not stuck to a screen like that's mounted to the wall or whatever. But other than that,
yes,
it's not really for traveling. I suppose you could download, like, games onto whatever small hard drive that it has and play them from that, but it'll be like, what, maybe 1 or 2. It's not like you can.
It kind of sounds like you need the internet, because most of it is going to be like, whenever I go offline, I can't play any of the stuff that I have downloaded on my Switch. It will not play because it does not have internet.
For real?
So, for real. Like, I've seen my brother do it. I've seen other people do it. My Switch does not fucking work that way.
Huh. See, I've got Pokemon I've been able to do that because I've got other games that I've downloaded. I got like a couple games that I played offline.
Yeah, no, if I don't have the internet, even having those motherfuckers downloaded, they will not start.
That's weird. That's weird. So anyway, so yeah, there's that. Let me pull this up too, because this was another interesting thing. Sony new patent. Okay, so I got a couple things from so the Nintendo thing, which we talked about. So Switch 2 requires internet to work.
Somehow people are getting retail versions of the Nintendo Switch 2 a week ahead of launch, but upon turning on the system, they discovered they're unable to play any game on it due to the system needing a day one patch to work, including physical games. This led to an uproar among fans on social media about Nintendo locking the console's basic features behind a day one update, though equally it means Nintendo has stopped games like Mario Kart World from leaking at all until launch date by using this method. Most of the arguments stem from the console being locked entirely until you update it, and if you don't have an internet connection, you're buying a brick at launch. Though I feel the argument is being taken farther than it should be, especially with the PS5 won't let you use the disk drive until you update it on what? It won't let you use the disk drive until you update it online? And the Series X having similar download gatekeeping at launch. I did not know anything about that.
No, I didn't either. And also, so the Xbox One, so the previous generation console, remember they did the same shit, and everybody fucking collectively lost their shit.
Yep, I remember.
And that was kind of why the Xbox One wasn't really as like, it wasn't why, because Microsoft was like, you'll have to be always online to be able to play your games. If you want to share, you can't just like trade games or whatever. And then Sony did that whole thing. How do you share games on the PlayStation? You took the disc and handed it to another person.
I know. I loved that commercial.
It was really good. But now they're doing the exact same. They're all doing the exact same shit that Microsoft did at that time.
Yep.
Getting away with physical.
They're going, no, we're not. No, we're not. And it's like stupid.
So okay. So let's. I got a couple of little things here, and then we'll jump over to Sony. So this was Nintendo. Thought this was also pretty interesting here, which was get the fuck out of here. I don't want to sign up for your stupid ass websites. Fuck off. God, this makes me so mad. Fuck off. Okay. Exclusive Xbox handheld, which looks fucking terrible. Sideline for now. Microsoft doubles down on Windows 11 PC gaming handheld optimization. So this was possibly what the Windows Xbox handheld would have looked like, maybe. So that's the thing.
Tiny.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, if that's like the size of an Xbox, like if the handles are the same, so it's basically
it's got a fucking cell phone in the middle of it.
Yeah, but it's not even a cell phone because, like, here's my cell phone compared to the controller. Like, it's smaller than a cell phone screen. I don't know. I just saw the picture. I thought, oh, that's weird. I'll look at this. I don't care to read about this. I just saw the screen, like, yeah. So they're setting aside their potential handheld. Cool. There we go. Story is there. So remember we talked a couple weeks ago about how Nintendo was raising their price, and then Xbox was going to raise their price, and then Sony was like, yeah, maybe we should raise our prices too. Well, funny thing about that, Sony confirms discounts on PS5 consoles, accessories, and software starting this week. So it must just be, it may be just a sale or whatever, but like from May 28th to June 11th, Sony will reduce the price on various products on the PlayStation Direct store and participating retailers as part of its Days of Play campaigns. Yeah, so it's their little sale campaign.
That's a good campaign.
So PS5 digital. Both standard PS5 and digital versions starting at $399 for the digital version. Savings up to $120 compared to buying a console and game separate. Okay, so if you buy Black Ops 6 bundle for $399. So Well, yeah, but who would want to get fucking Call of Duty?
Sony has yet to confirm the full list of console discounts, meaning some of the European discounts leaked earlier this week by insider Billy Kun have still to be confirmed. Billy.
Bill.
Billy.
That's Bill.
Fuck you. It's tiny. Billy.
Billy. Blah, blah,
Billy.
blah.
Sony also says PlayStation VR 2 and the PlayStation VR 2 Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle will get a $50 discount during the promotion. The PS5 DualSense Edge, and Access controllers will all receive discounts, as will the Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds, which are compatible with the PS5, the PS VR 2, and the PlayStation Portable. Various first-party games will also be available at a discounted price, including Astro Bot, MLB The Show, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and LEGO Horizon Adventures.
Oh, yeah, the games that didn't sell. Well, Astro Bot did, MLB The Show, but like Last of Us 2 Remastered, LEGO Horizons, not really. Okay,
it's like,
so...
how can you go wrong with a LEGO game?
Right. No, it didn't do well. Like, no. Well, the thing was, nobody wanted it. Like, here's a LEGO Horizon game. It's like, who wants this? Nobody fucking wants this. And the only thing I ever wanted out of it, which I never saw, was the goddamn, like, an actual physical Lego Thunderjaws. That's what the fuck I wanted. I would have bought that shit.
And they were like, no.
I never saw a Lego toy in anywhere. Horizon Lego toy, nowhere. I never saw it. So, DualSense Edge, I want that. The DualSense Edge is like the Xbox Elite controller.
Ooh.
Hang on, okay. That's my mom.
Pineapple, apple pie, dance time.
Sorry, if I don't text her back, she'll just keep calling.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay, so I saw this Sony deal here saying that they were going on sale. I thought it was interesting because it was just like last week they were talking about raising their prices.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing that I saw about Sony that dropped today, May 28th, so yesterday, PS5 could get a toxic player detection system ran by AI after Sony files bad actor patents. I saw a few YouTube videos on this today. So basically, what's really fucked up. It's like if you are, so basically it gives you like a credit score for playing online that could end up like you losing your account.
Oh no! It's doing what Xbox did, but worse.
Well, yeah, so that's just a patent. This isn't actually they haven't actually implemented this in anything yet.
Oh,
but,
I hope the fuck they don't.
So let me see if I can zoom in on this picture here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brisket. I just kicked him in the head.
Okay. So here's like the patent scope. Measuring for the first user, one or more, at least the first game, agnostic behavior metric, at least the first game dependent behavior metric, comparing the or each metric with an average reference metric, blah 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 blah. In a difference, the comparison can combine the comparisons meets. I hate patents, dude. I read the Nintendo patent. Like these just don't.
They don't make sense.
They put fucking
speech.
words. They just put fucking words in there. Okay. Let me see. No, where's it? I saw other pictures. This fucking Vice doesn't have it, I guess. So basically, somebody had said like some of the things that could get you flagged was like if you left a match early, or even I wonder if it says in here. So the AI, the system detection system seeks to analyze a player's behavior over time to determine whether they are toxic or not. According to the patent, the feature would rely heavily on machine learning AI to gather data on the user to determine whether it gets flagged or not. As far as what is deemed a bad actor behavior, the patent goes into pretty detailed descriptions. One of the examples is quitting multiplayer game early. A bad actor may quit an instance of the game during a round in order to seek other instances. This behavior may be similar to so-called rage quitting. So you don't want to play with jackasses. Who gives a fuck? Apparently, playing a game too much without using the chat feature may also trigger the system. So if you don't chat If you don't
What if
chat,
you
you can
don't
also
want
be
to
a bad.
chat?
Exactly. A bad
Dude,
actor.
I rarely chat on various
I never
games.
chat. I mute that shit and turn that shit off immediately. I
Especially
never
for
chat.
voice chat.
Yeah,
I
why?
only just recently started using the chat in Once Human, and I've played that game for over a year.
Yeah, it's mostly like I play with my friends on Discord. Like I don't chat
Exactly.
to their bullshit. So why? That's really stupid.
Ooh, we're gonna punish you because you're not chatting,
I'm-
but we're gonna punish you if you're mean.
Yeah, a bad actor may be identified if they have lower ratio of play to chat than normal. If I don't want to talk to people, I won't fucking talk to people. Like, who gives a shit? That doesn't make me a bad gamer. It makes me a bad actor if I don't want to talk to people. Go fuck yourself. So, it honestly, like, I'm getting really to the point now. I need a whiteboard behind me of like games that ace blacklists because I already have a few now. Like EA, I blacklisted EA. I complete boycott. I will never buy another EA game ever. Fuck them. Ubisoft is getting there pretty much, and it's getting pretty close to fucking Sony doing the same shit. And I've been a Sony fan forever, and I'm pretty close to just telling. I'm just like fuck Sony. I'm gonna take a shotgun out there, record a video of me blowing my fucking PS5 apart. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm just so sick of these assholes. This anti-consumerism bullshit. And it just makes me so mad. It black pills me so much. Like, I want to enjoy games. I cannot enjoy games because these people are so fucking disingenuously scummy. They don't care about their customers. They care about their bottom line and shit. And you'll pay for it and you'll fucking like it. You'll bend over the table and you'll fucking take it, or you won't get any games. Is basically what they're trying to like. You're gonna like it because you have no other choice. If you want to play games, you have no other choice. I'm really close to just being like, fuck it. I don't want to play games no more. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. And it just drives me crazy. And like, people are like, oh, you just want an excuse to be mad at these people. I don't want an excuse to be mad at these people. I really don't. I want to be able to enjoy games again, but I fucking can't because these assholes they just do this shit all the time.
Being able to play.
What's that?
They're putting stipulations into being able to play. It makes it no longer fun.
Well, yeah, it makes. Yeah, there's that.
I mean, sure, there are basic rules in every game, like, no slurs, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Well, yeah, it's just general things.
An uncommon law, not uncommon, but unspoken. It's an uncommon law.
It's not just that. It's like they're trying to force this narrative onto you now. With like, you have to like these things in a game. You have to like the LGBT thing. You have to like ugly female characters. You have to like all this like bullshit narrative that they try to put in there when people are like, we just want a good fucking story. That's it. Good story. Like, women can be all shapes and sizes. Let's be honest. They are all shapes and sizes. For fuck's sake. They're not all supermodel hot, and they're not all fucking dog shit ugly either. Like, there can be an in-between. You can have a scale slider from an A cup to a double D cup. Like, that's how women are. Not A cup to B cup. That's what the fuck that they've been making lately. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's it. And it's like, why? You just literally are saying that these other women don't exist or whatever. Oh, you just want to fucking sexualize them. It's like, you guys are the ones that are actually being sexist. Like, if you don't realize that. And like I said, it's just super anti-consumerism. And it drives me up a wall that these people just keep trying to get away with this bullshit. So this makes me mad. If this does get implemented, I don't think it will. This is just a patent or whatever. They come up with some bullshit or whatever. I don't think it will actually be implemented, but at the same time, it's just very, very disingenuous, very anti-consumer. The same shit that Nintendo's pulling was like, oh, well, if we catch you, like, if you borrow too many games or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, some bullshit, like, they can brick your console. They can literally send a signal to your console and just make it not work anymore. And it's just anti-consumer.
That is some of the scummiest shit I have ever heard.
Yeah, it's just, if they don't care about, they don't give a fuck. They're anti-consumer. And you don't actually own any of the things you spend money on. You don't own it.
Not anymore.
I posted this. Somebody had sent something about the what they want their kids to watch, and they took like a picture of a bunch of old like Disney movies and stuff that they had in a box. I'm like, it makes me feel really bad because like I don't have those connections anymore. My childhood home burned down 20 something years ago. which still had at the time had all of all the Disney movies and everything that I had growing up. That all burnt down. Nobody was home. Like we'd moved away. It was just like our old home that we were in the process of selling or whatever. But we still had stuff stored in there. So childhood toys, books, all those things, it's just all gone. It just burnt to the ground. So that was all gone. And then, I built up a pretty decent DVD collection at one point in time. I had a big plastic tote full of DVDs, and I let somebody borrow them, and I never got them back. They just straight up stole them from me. I had a pretty big collection of PS4 games. I had a pretty sizable collection of games or whatever. I was working away from home. I had everything stored in a storage building. It got broken into and all that shit got stolen. Like literally,
God damn,
all of my physical shit is gone. So I've just went all digital because fuck it, who cares? I'm not gonna try to rebuild all this shit that I've lost. It's gone. It's too late. I don't have any of that physical stuff anymore. And it's fine. I've let it go. But it's just like you keep taking that away from people, and what's going to happen?
They're not going to respond well to it, and they aren't.
No, I don't think they are. I got to find something that makes me happier now because I'm gotta get away from this.
You're ready for vacation at this point, bro.
I am, dude. I so am. Okay, it's all negative, dude. It's all fucking bad.
I can do the readings if you want, and you can just react this time.
No, it's fine. I just got to figure out which article I wanted to pull up. What do we got? So, here we go. Speaking of Sony, report marathon delay likely as Sony cancels all paid marketing plans.
That's what you get for stealing other people's shit.
Yeah, this is not good. This game might actually be another giant. This may be an even bigger flop than. Well, I can't say it's a bigger flop than Concord because they refunded every copy of Concord. So they literally made nothing off that game.
Oh.
Unless there's a few physical copies that didn't get refunded or whatever, but anybody that
for the most part it was refunded.
Yeah, that game does not exist anymore.
Okay.
Except in our memories.
Bungie's marathon is likely to be delayed as a new report claims Sony has now canceled all paid marketing plans. Bungie's upcoming shooter Marathon just can't seem to catch a break. What started as a highly anticipated closed alpha test has hit roadblock after roadblock, leaving fans, wondering if the game will actually see the light of day this year. No, it won't. First, the studio was rocked by an art theft scandal, which was proven true when it was revealed
wasn't the first thing.
Right. When it was revealed that some of Marathon's promotional material and in-game art were directly copied from an indie artist's work.
Anti-Real. Yeah. That was the name of the artist.
Gotcha. Bungie quickly apologized and promised to review all assets, but the damage was already done. Following the whole art theft controversy, several reports have now painted a pretty troubling picture of what's happening behind the scenes at Bungie. Multiple sources say morale among the developers is in free fall, with many team members feeling frustrated by leadership's decisions and the overall direction of the project. Some have even gone as far as calling Marathon's leadership toxic and humiliating to work with, saying that warnings about focusing only on PvP were brought up early on, but were completely ignored by higher-ups. Update, May 28th, 4:16 p.m. Moriarty clarified his comment about Marathon's marketing. In a new post on X, he explained that he was only referring to the current lack of paid marketing plans in one specific overseas market, not a global cancellation by Sony. Me talking about immediately known plans in a single territory doesn't equate to Sony has canceled all its paid marketing plans for Marathon. Maybe they have. I have no idea. It actually wouldn't surprise me. The game is clearly in enormous peril and should be delayed. Original story. On top of that, another report claimed that after the mixed reaction to the closed alpha, Bungie pushed back its marketing and pre-order plans that were supposed to go live in June, and the big open beta was replaced with public playtests. Sony reportedly cancels all paid marketing for Marathon delay incoming? No. Now, a new report claims that Sony has canceled all paid marketing plans for Marathon. This information comes from Colin Moriarty, which, as you heard earlier, he wound up doing an edit for that.
Colin Moriarty.
Yeah. Marty.
Moriarty.
Moriarty. Moriarty. Paywalled episode of Sacred
Moriarty. Moriarty. Just break it into two. Moriarty.
Moriarty.
This is more entertaining than the rest of the fucking article. I'm not gonna lie.
I was told by someone familiar with marketing plans in a key overseas market that there are no new plans to do paid marketing for Marathon at all. Moriarty said, shut up, during the podcast. I don't know if those plans were affected by what has recently happened or if that was always the plan or whatever, but it's considered a fairly unusual move for a game of this high profile. High profile? Bitch, I didn't even know about it until this asshole above me started shitting on it. With everything going on, the art plagiarism controversy, mixed to negative feedback from the closed alpha, and now no paid marketing plans from Sony, it's hard to see a delay on the horizon. It's hard not to see a delay. Pushing forward with the planned September 23rd launch could honestly make things even worse for Bungie and Marathon.
It's not coming out.
Push it back a while. I mean, if you're still going to try and do it, just push it back for another year.
They need to push it back 2 years, change the name, change the look. It's like completely redo everything about this game. Fucking make a new game. That's what they need to do at this point. Like, I don't know. Call it Loha or whatever. Just fucking Halo backwards or some shit. Or Ola or whatever. I don't know. That's Halo backwards. Ola. Anyway, that said, none of this has been officially confirmed. These reports come as an insider sources. As always, it's smart to take things with a grain of salt. So far, neither Bungie nor Sony has made any public statement about delaying Marathon or their plans. Because they're not going to, because that means the fucking stock will probably tank even more than it already has. So they're never going to say this. Oh, okay. So, got so much fucking news. I watched the Bellular video. You watched any Bellular stuff?
Does not sound familiar now.
Bellular, and he's reacted to a lot by other people too. But anyway, he did a video about Capcom and Monster Hunter, saying that Monster Hunter they did this like giant gamble and it paid off for them, but what cost? Because so basically with them releasing the game on PC and on Steam at the same time, almost half of their sales came from PC. Mm-hmm. But the PC port is fucking terrible. Everybody knows this. And what they should have done was not do that. They shouldn't have released that, but they had to make up for their quarterly or yearly whatever profit projection. Basically. Yeah. So it was pretty scummy of what they did. And honestly, and I've been saying this too. So I got the game to play better now, but I had to turn on frame gen.
I mean, which I shouldn't have frame gen on, and it still runs like garbage.
Well, right. Well, I had that too with my old system, but now that I built this new system, which
I keep forgetting you have the new system as much as you talk about it.
So the minimum specs was 8 gigs of VRAM. My current GPU has 20 gigs of VRAM, literally almost 3 times as much, 2.5 times as much. It's well over spec for this game. And at first, when I first launched the game, it ran beautifully, looked beautiful. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't anymore. So I don't know what update they had. It was very...
I'm sorry, Goon. I didn't see you were here.
Oh, where did he come in?
YouTube.
They came in on YouTube? God damn it.
You were
the one day it doesn't fucking work, dude. Picture is good. Sorry, man.
Longer it keeps developing, the higher the cost. At this point, I think it's... sunken cost. Yeah, no, they really should just abort the project and call it a loss before they lose anything more like what Disney's doing with freaking Snow White. Yeah,
it's crazy out here. These games.
Woke in the 7 Discord mods.
Howdy. Okay, so there was Bungie. Then we talked about the Monster Hunter thing.
What else you got for us?
We have. Okay, I thought this was interesting. Mind's Eye co-CEO claims there's a concerted effort by some to trash the game in the studio, suggests that people are being paid or using spam bots to post negative comments. So, Mind's Eye, the co-CEO of Mind's Eye is a former, that's Mark Gerhard, a former Rocksteady guy who worked on GTA. And so he's hinting at this, saying that maybe not Rockstar or Rocksteady, whatever. Is it Rocksteady? Whatever. The parent company 2K maybe putting like a smear campaign against this game, which looks a lot like GTA, and they're saying that it doesn't look good. Like there's a bunch of like weird things. I don't think these comments are bots. The game looks kind of generic. Right. But here's the thing: there's a lot of people are saying that. I think the game looks pretty good. Does it look generic?
It looks good, but I can definitely say it looks like it's maybe a console or so behind. But it does
graphically, no. I think graphically it looks. I think it actually looks better than the last several games that come out graphically. Story wise, yeah, story might be generic or whatever. Like the characters look, they don't like these characters don't really look like they stand out as much as like some of the flashier characters.
I mean, it's just standard 30-something white male with brownish black hair.
This dude isn't white. This dude is like Mexican or something. Like guaranteed. His name is like Rodriguez.
Whitezican.
Yeah. Like I'd watch it and maybe get it on a sale. It's not a marathon. Sure, like I don't know, like it comes out next week. Like it comes out soon. June 10th. Yeah, June 10th.
Huh.
It comes out in 2 weeks. I'm curious to see, like it's not, I don't know. Like it for one, it's an unknown, it's a brand new studio, so it's an unknown like product or IP or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I definitely want to see some gameplay of it. I kind of want it. I kind of want to play it. So it's the same guy that's the main character in Mafia 3. I haven't played any of the Mafia games, so I wouldn't know.
I watched my brother play one of the original Mafia games, I think, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it though.
Yeah, so okay.
Ooh, I want to play Darkness on stream.
Fair enough.
You know that game,
during
right?
the Q&As. No, I don't. What's that?
Oh, so the Darkness is best way to explain it
is
Jackie.
Wait, is fucking hang on. So I've got YouTube pulled up. Does it still just show the?
Last time I checked, it was doing good.
It's still just showing the like. Okay, so if I scroll ahead, like, is it paused? What the fuck is it doing?
Let me bring it up real quick. No, I hear you just fine. You're currently like.
I don't know why it's not like up to. It's not on my channel on the one I have pulled up. It doesn't actually have it as live. It just has it as.
It says you've been live for 48 minutes, and we got 4 viewers, so you're about 2 or 3 seconds behind.
Okay, there it is. I have it now, but it was like when I clicked over on the screen, it still showed the intro thing. I was like, "What the fuck is it doing? Why is it showing the intro?" Okay,
because it can.
I don't know. Like it just, I guess my page was weird. Like it refreshed it back to.
But yeah, the Darkness is a really cool fucking game. Honestly, I recommend both Darkness 1 and 2. You play as this guy who's going through shit. You're part of a mob family, and you get kind of low-key possessed sort of by this demon thing that is constantly trying to kill you and guide you toward the darkness because the light hurts you now. You are a vampire on crack.
Oh.
And then you can use the darkness to rip apart your enemies. One of my favorite kill animations. I called it the butt snapper because you grab the guy, they grab his legs, you yank it forward, and then one of them literally goes into his butthole and rips out his spine. I'm like, yay! Do it again.
Jeez. The Darkness game, 2007?
Yeah.
That's old ass game.
It is. It's a good one.
Oh yeah, I remember this. It was a like a first person shooter, but you had these like two like snake tentacle things. I remember this game. Yeah, I remember this game. I don't think I ever played it, but I do remember it. Okay. Yeah. So we watched the trailer for this. This was that. It's the wrong button.
Yep, I had to look out for it again. I fucking forgot what it was.
The Firebreak game. So it was like a co-op. What the fuck? It's like a first-person shooter. I don't know what the fuck this
Much
is.
like
Co-op
Remedy's
FPS title.
player game, FBC's Firebreak is a step into the unknown, not for the player, but for the developer itself. Firebreak not only marks the first time that Remedy has developed a multiplayer game, but it's also the developer's first foray into a first-person shooter. But a project focused on session-based gameplay runs the risk of alienating fans of the Remedy's lore-heavy third-person games, while potentially dissuading casual players from checking out its impressive back catalog if the game doesn't click. Following a hands-on preview of the game, Game Industry Biz spoke to Firebreak's game director Mike Kaya to discuss Remedy's approach to developing its first co-op FPS title. He also explained how the studio balanced appeasing longtime Remedy fans while attracting seasoned co-op players unfamiliar with Firebreak's surreal world. Firebreak is a spin-off of 2019's Control, which follows Jesse Faden, the director of a secretive government agency known as the Federal Bureau of Control, FBC. Its headquarters, known as the Oldest House, is a shifting paranatural building that holds all sorts of otherworldly entities contained by the organization. So basically the SCP Foundation in a tiny house. Control sees the Oldest House under lockdown following the invasion of a hostile force known as the Hiss. Firebreak takes place 6 years after the events of Control, and the lockdown is still in place.
I did not know it was connected to Control.
I had no fucking clue.
Interesting.
Right off the bat, there's a hurdle of not overloading players new to Remedy with so much lore that they'll feel like they need to play Control to play Firebreak. As Katia explains, the studio prioritized not overwhelming those unfamiliar with its universe and appeasing fans that will be on the lookout for connections to other Remedy titles. We set the game during a lockdown, which creates a narrative bubble for the FBC that also helps us create a bubble around the world itself, Katia notes. Scroll down, please. Thank you. Where are we? So if you know Control, then you might be interested in seeing what was going on in the Oldest House 6 years after the first game. And if you don't know Control, then you can step right into this moment and get a contained experience. Firebreak may be a spin-off, but Katia affirms it is firmly set within Remedy's Connective Universe, RCU, which links the Control and Alan Wake franchises together. Of course, we are set firmly within RCU timeline and canon, so there are connections, he explains. But we're very focused on protecting Control players who might not want to switch genres to get the whole story, and protecting co-op players who might not want to fire up an old game to get the full experience out of Firebreak. By maintaining this balance, what?
Well, taping was high as fuck. Message popped up on
It finally did, but I don't see it over there.
I don't see it on this one, so
what
the fuck? I have no idea what's happening with my stream right now. Sorry.
I don't either, man. By maintaining this balance, Remedy has made a game that potentially encourages fans to step out of their comfort zone, while also enticing less familiar players to dive into Remedy's back catalog if the world intrigues them. What?
Sorry,
It's good. I'll have to refresh the YouTube chat and see what's going on because
I flipped over to Twitch too. I don't know if it's StreamYards that's doing it. I have no idea.
I have no goddamn clue. Internally, Remedy has also faced the task of producing a game in a genre it's not developed for before. Still, it has over 2 decades of experience in developing narrative-driven immersive single-player titles. Try saying that shit 5 times fast.
Immersive single-player titles, immersive single-player titles, immersive single-player titles, immersive single-player titles, immersive single-player titles.
Even though games like Alan Wake and Control aren't that similar to Firebreak in terms of genre and gameplay, fuck you, they do all share a focus on immersive worlds and impactful narrative space.
I just remember this trailer. It looked fun as shit.
I vaguely remember it. Not
It
really.
was like a co-op weird thing. That you were like a fire guy, you're like a firefighter, but you were shooting these like weird fucking toaster things. I don't remember. Like we'll have to watch the trailer again because it's like it's like a crazy, funny looking. Like all these games like Control, Alan Wake, even Firewatch, they all had this like kind of serious like vibe to it or whatever. This game looked really fun.
I think it was the first Alan Wake game.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's the only thing I've ever played in the series.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not a big fan of these guys. This is a long fuck. I'm not.
This is a long goddamn thing.
So anyway, so it's cool. It's cool. They're doing something out of the ordinary. I don't need to read their fucking thesis on it or whatever. Because
thank you, GameIndustry.biz, for giving us such a well detailed thing. I appreciate it. I'm not reading that whole goddamn thing.
No. Okay. EA cancels Black Panther game and the studio making it. So I saw this. We're not going to go into all of this shit. We're not going to read all this.
I'm okay.
So there was a black lady that did an interview a year ago about being, this is my 1 year in the gaming industry or whatever. She had her own studio somehow, and she was like, yeah, all of my staff are people of color. I don't have any white staff because I wanted the rest. I wanted the rest of my staff to feel safe or some weird shit. Like it was very racist. So anyway, she was apparently the head on this game. And well, now she's unemployed because they laid off and shut down the whole studio. Anyway, so there was a Black Panther game that was going to come out. It's not. There's no footage of it or anything. I saw this on on Twitter. Let me share it. This was like the footage of the Black Panther game. This is not footage of the Black Panther game. This is the Marvel The Avengers game that came out like 5 years ago. This is, so not what they said it is, not what it looked like.
False advertising.
Yeah, so anyway, they canceled the Black Panther game. One of the comments I was watching on a podcast today, it's Wakanda for never.
Bruh.
Okay. What else did I have here? I had this, did that. Here we go. Doom: The Dark Ages has reportedly sold less than 1 million copies.
Ouch.
It was looking promising, was it? Yeah, so we talked about this slightly last week. Out of the 3 million players Bethesda bragged about in last week's episode, 2.2 million are said to be playing through Xbox Game Pass. So, did you watch the Fleekazoid review of this?
I did.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was really good. I've watched it several times through different people reacting to it. It was very good. And it definitely, like I said, I don't know. If I catch this game on sale eventually, yeah, I'll probably play it. But it's like, I'm not like chomping. Like I watched the trailers. It's like, oh, it looks pretty cool. And then the game came out and I was like, I don't really care. So we'll see. If I catch this game for like $20 in the future, yeah, I'll probably pick it up and buy it.
Why is there 2 different versions of basically the same woman there, and why does she look in so much lower detail in the second?
Speech, graphics, audio-driven facial animation. So it's like I guess it's probably an AI program, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? 80.level is the name of this website. 80.level.
Fucking websites are you finding, bro?
I don't know.
I'm just clicking links, man.
Somebody posted the other day, they actually have, so there's .com, .gov, .whatever is your web domain. Well, somebody did the .gay. You can get a .gay site now.
.gay.
Yeah. My question was if you get a .gay site, do you have to send a picture of your butthole or whatever to prove that you're part of that?
That's terrible.
Well, I mean, probably perverts. Anyway,
terrible.
I am terrible. I'm not sorry.
Many in the gaming industry began to view such announcements as major red flags meant to mislead potential players into thinking the game is successful when, in fact, it's severely underperforming behind the scenes. With that in mind, it's no surprise that when Bethesda pulled in Assassin's Creed Shadows and revealed that Doom: The Dark Ages hit 3 million players, many eyebrows were raised at the game's actual performance, and according to analysis, the negative reactions to the reveal are justified, with the largest Doom performing much worse than its publisher makes it out to be. Latest Doom, not largest. Jesus, I can't fucking read.
Is it too small?
A little bit. One big. Ooh. Now down, please. Thank you. According to Analytics, by the time the
Analytics.
Alina Analytics.
Analytics.
By the time the announcement, anally ticked. By the time the announcement was made, the Dark Ages had actually sold less than 1 million copies, 800,000 to be exact. And while that's a commendable number, it's not that impressive considering that this is Doom we're talking about.
Right.
A AAA game backed by 3 industry giants in an installment in an arguably the most iconic FPS series of all time.
Yeah, so there was people showing the Steam charts or whatever. I think this game peaked at like 30,000 or something like that, where Eternal peaked at like 100,000 or something.
That's no bueno.
Yeah.
Of those 800,000 sales, Alina estimated 200,000 were on PlayStation 5, 200,000 on Xbox, and 400,000 on Steam. The remaining players are said to have accessed the Dark Ages through Xbox Game Pass, effectively paying $12 instead of the $70 US retail price to play the game.
I'm going to be honest with you. This game looks like a $12 game. That's sad, but it does. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like I want to spend $70 on this game. And then from what I'm hearing about it, like everybody's like,
mini game, it's
pretty good. You know, like everybody's like, you know, for all the other bullshit that's come out this year, yeah, this game's pretty good. You know, or whatever. But it's like
being served undercooked food and then finally being cooked something that isn't quite raw, and then being like, yeah, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
While this is undoubtedly a major win for Game Pass, with the entire debacle opening the eyes of many players who want to try new games without paying 70 or more, and without the Yarhar route to how they can do that. And it also means it might take longer for the new Doom to break even and start raking in profits, which is unlikely to sit well with the studio's investors.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the problem, man. That they just keep... You know, I don't know. I don't think they spent as much. They probably didn't spend as much money on making this game. Here's the analytics right here. Xbox Game Pass, 2.2 million.
Painful.
And there's also like a very good chance that the people logged in, downloaded the game. Oh, Doom Eternal. I got it on Game Pass. Downloaded the game, played it for like 5 minutes, and then uninstalled it. I mean, that's highly possible that also happened. I just don't know. I really don't know. And then there was the kerfuffle too about the physical media, where the disc only had like 85 megabytes of data on it.
Yeah. Like, what's the fucking point of a physical copy if it doesn't have the whole physical game on it?
Well, it's the same shit Nintendo's doing. You literally it's just the key. And then the problem with that is like you have to put that disc in every single time you go to play that game.
It's stupid.
Even though there's no game on it.
Another analytics firm.
Sorry. There you
Ampere reports a slightly different sales distribution, noting that out of the announced 3 million players, 500K experienced the game on PlayStation 5, while over 2 million played on Xbox, both through sold copies and Game Pass. No matter which firm you choose to believe, Alina, Ampere, maybe neither, their findings combined with the observable reality of Doom: The Dark Ages' poor performance on Steam, and the general sentiment around the game being less positive than that of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, make it evident that the game and its $70 price tag failed to excite many players. This once again calls into question the issue of video game pricing, what a justified price for a video game really is, and with AAA titles now losing to AA and indies, both reputationally and at times financially, whether there should even be such a thing as a industry standard price.
So I mentioned this too. I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast. I know I talked to a buddy of mine about it, but I'd said something like, so when games like Horizon Zero Dawn came out, or like some of the Sony first party games would come out, they were $59.99.
Yeah.
And then there would be like a deluxe version for like $10 more. Now, for a single player game with like no DLC and stuff like that, I was opting to buy the deluxe version. I didn't really. I mean, it was cool to have the skin, but that skin compared to like $60 for the whole game and then 10 like that percentage for that $10 doesn't really justify like one or two skins. It just doesn't. But at the same time, I was like, I really like these studios. I want to support them more, so I would spend the 70, the $10 more dollars. Yeah. I was doing that, and yes, I got a skin out of it. True, I didn't do it for free or whatever, but you know what I mean.
Doing
like
it to support the company you like.
I was doing it to support the company. Like I felt like they deserved it. I do not feel like that anymore. I don't feel like they deserve it, and I don't. And like, so they can charge whatever they can charge as much money as they want to for these games. It doesn't matter to me if I don't feel like they deserve it. Hang on, Nemo. Let me. This is interesting. I'm gonna let's see if I can scroll down to this. Actually, can I just send you this link so you can pull it up so you can scroll?
Sure.
Because I saw this. I gotta make a phone call because my mom's gonna go to bed soon, so I gotta make this call. So I'll step out, but I will let you. I saw that. I'll be listening.
My shit up on the screen.
Yeah. Okay, I posted it in private chat.
Oh, okay. I was waiting on Discord.
Yeah, sorry. I posted it in private chat. Nightingale sent this to me right before I started the podcast, so I'm kind of curious about it. So read through that because it's kind of interesting. I want to make a phone call, so I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
Gotcha. What do we got here? EA tried to stop an anti-DEI mod for The Sims 4, but more keeps surfacing. The download automatically changed black NPCs to white, trans NPCs to cisgendered, and gay NPCs to straight, and it's just the beginning. Oops. No, I don't want to sign in. You're shitting me. I have to sign in? Motherfucker, the hell I do. Hey, Maine, I can't without having to sign in. And they're not getting my info. Ooh, wait, I have an idea. Hang on. I might be able to cheese this. No, it's okay. I might be able to cheese this. Give me a second, y'all. I was not able to cheese this. Never mind. Let's see. Maybe I can find it somewhere else. Okay. Search. Wired. LinkedIn. Motherfucker, it all keeps leading back to Wired. I don't want to sign in. You can't make me. Only $1 a year. Or $1 a month per year. No.
That microphone is muted. Now I'm back.
Yeah, the only place it's coming from is Wired, and I'm not giving them my login info.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Let's see what happens if I scroll down. Is it just this read more, sign, already a subscriber, listen, subscribe to listen? No, how about fucking no? Okay, let me see if I Google it again. Sims mods DEI. Sims DEI. Just came across a sim mod that removes DEI. Okay, here's a Facebook targeting DEI remove EA target. Okay, here's Reddit. Asmongold. Pirate Nation. Okay, here we go. Let's try this one.
I tried.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I found some. Okay, so we got. Wow, that doesn't zoom. What the fuck? wait. Just keep zooming. Enhance. Okay, there's
Let's
a mod,
see.
however. Okay, EA cracking down on DEI remover mod for Sims 4. There is a mod, however, that has caused a bit of controversy. DEI remover 1.0.0 is a mod that changes diverse character options found in the game into straight and white characters. EA is reportedly trying to have the mod removed from various websites, but it keeps on being re-uploaded. According to a report from Wired, it just came across a Sims 4 mod that removes DEI by forcing all pre-made Sims to be white and straight and thin, and even changing the LGBTQ plus couples into siblings.
Why
It's
do
just
they
the
not
mod.
understand that it's a meme?
It's intentionally erasing representation and pushing harmful and disgusting agenda. The Sims has always been about creativity and diversity and making the space for everyone to tell their story. This completely goes against that one Sims player said.
Only one?
Well, I mean, it was a they them, so you know.
No, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Now,
This is from Laptop. Where the fuck? What the fuck is a laptop? Laptop? Is this a website too? Laptop? So EA reportedly cracking. So this is I don't know, laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
Look at this picture here. Picture blow up. Nah. Bruh. Okay, look here. It's blurry. Zoom out. Dehance. too much enhancement. Look at the black ones.
I did.
Okay.
I found the thing from Laptop. So let me just.
Is there a story to let them play in it? It's their story to let them play in it. Yeah, it's true. Whoa. I just think it's funny. Like, you know, they're like, oh my god, they're changing everything to white and straight people. It's like, dude, who fucking cares, man? Like, just play the game normal then. Who fucking cares? Like, really, in all honesty, like, literally, it's not like it's a massive multiplayer game or whatever where you're playing with a bunch. It's a fucking single player game, for fuck's sake.
The Sims 4 from EA is more than a decade old, but it's still going strong. The game's large fan base continues to spend their days living virtual lives, thanks in part to how easily the game can run on modern hardware. As it's still popular, there is still new content released for The Sims 4. In March, EA released the Business and Hobbies expansion pack, which included, as the title suggests, the option for you to make your own small business within the game. There is also a wealth of fan-made mods for the game that make a variety of changes, such as revamping certain in-game systems, allowing online multiplayer, and even creating a more realistic childbirth. Like, we all needed to see that. There is a mod, however, that has caused a bit of controversy. DEI Remover 1.0.0. Is a mod that changes the diverse character options found in game mods straight and white into straight and white characters. EA is reportedly trying to have the mod removed from various websites, but it keeps being re-uploaded.
True, those types probably have mods that do the opposite. Venturous says those types probably have mods that do the opposite. Well, I mean, they don't have to have mods that do the opposite because DEI has already been put in the game, so you don't actually need a mod for it. It's just part of the fucking game.
Sims 4 content creator Danielle Builds posts about the mod on her Facebook account at the end of April. Just came across a Sims 4 mod that removes DEI by forcing all pre-made Sims to be white, straight, thin. Oh, you just read that.
Yeah.
Goes against that. This controversial mod was available on one forum, and EA reportedly contacted the admin of that site to remove the mod. The admin took issue with EA's request, calling it an act of targeted censorship, the report says, because it kind of is.
I really
EA didn't immediately respond to a request for comment about the mod. Here's the thing. You can't block one side. if one side's able to do it, so
No.
can the other side.
So here's the thing. They can block one side because they are blocking one side. So we've seen this a lot too. So there was the mod that come out where they made it was one of the girls in God of War. It's like a traditionally Nordic, setting, and it was a black girl, and so like made her into like a traditionally Nordic looking white girl, and they stopped that mod. Why? Who knows? But you can also turn Geralt of Rivia into a black man, and that mod's still up. Fucking why? Why can you? I mean, it's like rules for thee, not for me bullshit, and it's very aggravating. I know there are mods that add better shades and dark skin and hair types, which I don't mind. Here's the thing, man. If you're gonna mod the game, who fucking cares? Like, so they did the same thing with Spider-Man, where they had like pride flags, and somebody changed them to American flags, and they took them down because that was a dangerous rhetoric to have American flags, not gay flags.
Oh,
it's very frustrating that like these, and see, the thing that makes me so mad, it's like I don't care what flag you fly and all this thing. The problem that I have is it's some fucking blue-haired land whale Karen bullshit woman thing, quotes, that they're the ones that are throwing the biggest fit about this shit and making it shit. That it's them, it's those annoying goddamn
and they're
bitches.
never gonna fucking play it.
Is. Yeah. It's those
There's been
annoying
a growing
bitches.
war over diversity in video games. It took a turn last year when consulting company Sweet Baby Inc. was at the center of the controversy. Sweet Baby Inc. is brought in by video game developers to help with the game narrative. This includes script writing, narrative design, and cultural consultations to make sure characters in the game have some authenticity. Bullshit. However, a few vocal gamers viewed the company as a source of unpopular narrative choices for games such as Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In turn, those gamers created groups on Steam and Discord channels intended to discourage people from buying any game that Sweet Baby Inc. supposedly worked on. This built up conspiracy theories about the company, which were proving right, making it a scapegoat for seemingly anything negative about the gaming industry.
Here's the thing. So scroll back up to that.
Oh, that was it. That is literally it for the
right there. That last paragraph. So gamers created groups on Steam and Discord channels and intended to discourage people from buying any game. They made a group, and all they did was say that these people worked on these games. They didn't change anything. They didn't put a fucking mod in anything. They just said these bad actors, bad faith motherfuckers worked on these games to put shit in these games that don't make any fucking sense to improve diversity or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. And then they were mad about it because they didn't want you to know about it. It's very disingenuous. It's very disingenuous. Grimsley says the issue with the God of War character in question was the whole Nordic legend. She has skin as white as clouds and hair as red as flames. And they made her a black woman or a black girl, whatever. Like why? Why would you do that? Why not just make it historically? Why put fucking Yasuke in Assassin's Creed Shadows? Because they wanted
history, just like math nowadays, is racist.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. And the thing is, they want it. Here's the thing, and it's making me a little racist. Because I don't care. It should naturally be diverse. It really should, and it always has been. There's been female leads, there's been black leads, there's been black female leads. These things were just they just made them in games. And if you make them naturally into the story, it's totally fine. But the problem is anything like after 2022, it feels very forced. It feels very forced and very shoved in, which is why even games like The Witcher 4, which, if people are like, oh, Cirilla's going to be the main character. It's like, you know what? I played through a lot of Witcher 3. If you play the last DLC, Geralt basically retires. And everything leads up to Ciri actually being the main character in 4. It makes sense that they would do that. They would go that direction. Mm-hmm. The problem with it is I don't feel like it's in good faith these days, and I don't feel like they're going to do it justice. Whereas, if they would have taken the same writing style and stuff from 3 directly into 4 and made Ciri that character, but I don't feel like they're going to do it. I feel like they're going to do some progressive ass fucking sketchy wetchy bullshit to make her more girl bossy or more this or that, and it's not going to work.
Be painfully dumb.
or the smartest person ever. You know what I mean? Like she'll know
That's
everything.
also painfully dumb.
Yeah. And why is Venturous's so Venturous's comments don't show up on over here, but tapings does, and tapings don't show up on. I don't know what's happening with my chat right now. It's so crazy. And how Disney edits are to reduce the gay characters in this country. Yeah, true. So so that was like, what was it, Flynn or whatever, the black guy in the newer Star Wars movies that came out. Like they produced him to like
reduce his size. So
his head was like he was like one of the main characters in the game in the show in the movie, but his head was like this big on the fucking poster. It's so dumb. It's they're racist. They don't care. That's just all about money. Instead of just making a good product that the fans will like, it's all about
posturing.
What will this country? How much money can we get out of this country if we do it in a certain way? It's so it's very icky. Fuck these people.
I just don't know. I don't understand why it's so hard to make a decent game anymore. I don't understand why everything has to be.
It's not. See, here's the thing. It's not that hard because we keep seeing it time and time again by these AA studios, not these AAA studios. Pal World did it. Helldivers did it. The latest game that's Expedition 33, which was made by a group of ex-Ubisoft people, 20 to 30 people in the studio. And they made a game that is kicking everything's ass. Everybody's like, super good. Everybody really loves the nuance and stuff like that. You don't need these 500, employee studios to do this shit. Stellar Blade 2, yeah. And Stellar Blade, see the thing about Stellar Blade is because like they announced how much money this guy has made now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy that did Nikkei and all these things like that. Like how much money these games have made, and them selling it to fucking Sony is, I think, the biggest fucking hindrance to Stellar Blade. If they would have never sold it to Sony, I guarantee this game would be way bigger than it already is. I guarantee they would have. But and the weird thing is, like, they sold it in a way like it wasn't just exclusive rights on the PlayStation for like Sony still has their fucking hands in it, even when it's going to come to PC launch. It's very weird. Okay, let's watch some trailers and call it good, because I think we pretty much went through everything.
And I'm
that I had pulled up here. Yeah. Okay, let me close some tabs. I got too many tabs open.
Got that heartburn.
Tab. Tab instead. Okay, and I only have 7 trailers. There wasn't really a lot that popped out.
Did you re-add Firebreak?
No, I can. Add Firebreak.
Yeah, because I don't remember it off the top of my head, if I'm bluntly honest, but I am interested.
Let's see if I can find it here. FBC Firebreak 2 months ago. 1 month ago. Let's go 2 months ago. This one looks. Add to queue.
Mind's Eye gameplay trailer that came out recently.
I think we watched that last week.
Developers and telling fans not to buy their game. Methinketh it may be due to how much you're getting for cheap effects. Hollow Knight has well over 48 hours in DLC, which is free, all for the price of $18. While AAA developers sell a crappy 60-plus gigabyte game that's either rushed or ruined in development.
Mind's Eye 2 days ago. Okay, I haven't seen this one. Let's add it to the queue too. I don't know if it's this gameplay overview. It's 6 minutes long. I don't know if I'll watch all of it or not.
We can skip through it.
Okay, so I have a couple Dune trailers here. Let's go with Firebreak first, to get us caught up, since we were talking about that before. Yeah. Well, it's AAA developers are selling crappy games. Yeah. So that they put this crap out that I don't know, man. It's slop, and a lot of stuff that's come out was developed in 2020, where there was a lot of these like grants and loans from these what they call COVID money, or what it was like. It wasn't COVID money, but it was something like that. It was like this credit ESG money. That's what it was, ESG money. Sorry, I'm very tired. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. Okay, fire break. Let me share my thing. Add to stage. Boop. 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 Yeah, it's very crazy looking. Oh yeah. So
We've had reports of rogue sticky notes replicating across this sector.
Rogue sticky notes?
If you don't
Yeah,
cut
look at all
back
the
their
sticky
numbers,
notes.
this whole place
It's like
will
a
be yellow.
snowball gun. Oh no!
This crisis ain't over. Now get through the containment door to the next zone.
Yeah, so it was like funny looking, like not as serious.
No. I get it. It's kind of like Once Human in that way. A lot of the deviants seem really silly.
Yeah.
Safe
can
room
fuck you
dead
up something
ahead.
fierce.
Might contain something useful, but it'll probably attract a lot of... Oh, you already opened it. Never mind. You sure kicked the nest. There's hiss all over you.
Stand back! Piggy's coming out!
Oh shit. Piggy bank. Dude, that fucking like jack gun that you can use as a jump. Oh no, sticky notes got him.
Sticky note ban.
Last containment door's open. Go!
Run as fast as you can. I'm being chased by sticky note ban.
I heard something.
Being chased.
It's the same of sticky marshmallow
All
man.
right, crew. Time to clean house.
Okay, this looks really fun.
That looks great.
It does look really fun. I forgot to pull up my Pinterest is on like I have Pinterest on another tab because
You've got your own tab, Goon. How you feel?
yeah. Okay, there's that. Here's the Dune thing. So this is the Swordmaster school. So there's like a bunch of different skill tree schools in this game. School of the Swordmaster.
Due to the rise and spread of shield technology, the powers of the Imperium were forced to return to more archaic methods of blade combat. And while many regard the Sardaukar as the most fearsome warriors of the Imperium, even they fear the sword masters of the Ginars school. Experts at wielding the blade, the sword masters have perfected their mobility in combat, helping you survive Arrakis without firing a single bullet. With a deep understanding of how a blade is balanced, the sword master has acquired advanced parrying techniques to retaliate against any blade-wielding opponent. And if you find yourself surrounded,
Look, I can
consider
fucking
using
parry
more
shit like a
effective
fucking
offense,
Jedi.
becoming the eye of the storm. But wielding the blade also requires a strong will to guide it. With a focused mind,
You are a
you
fucking
will be
Jedi,
able to
bro.
deflect not only other blades, but also bullets, as you thrive on the dangers and stare down death itself using your increased bleeding tolerance. Though powerful in combat, your blade and will are not enough for surviving Arrakis. Finding your way through the dunes requires practiced methods
There better
of
be some
survival.
other than a little
A deep
stinky ass
control
knife.
over your body's hydration and breathing, but
Get a
also
stinkier, smaller
alternative
knife.
attacks to surprise your opponents, granting you an upper hand in combat. Throughout
I want
the
fucking
dunes of
Sephiroth,
See?
goddamn
Arrakis,
17.
and improved by masters.
Do what?
Advancing your
Right as I
insight
said
into
that,
the
it was
blade, the
fucking-
will,
she pulled
and
up
the
that
way
rinky-dink
will
little
you
dagger
dominate
thing,
the
see?
art of being a sword master. But when the blade is not enough, you can adopt any school to synergize.
So I
with
like
your
this, how you can, like,
current abilities, even
take
to the
different
point
skill
of
trees and
surpassing
stuff.
The most skilled sword
Fuck yeah,
master
dude, you're
in the
goddamn
Imperium. Find your way
Fucking
forward by the will
Naruto
of your
fucking
blade
jutsu
as
bullshit
it
there? What the
guides
fuck was
you
that?
Through Arrakis.
I kind of can't wait to play this game. I think it comes out June 10th as well. Power to change. Don't know what that is. At 2 Dune trailers here, so let's watch it. Visual sandbox combat. Forms of power trailer.
4 minutes long.
Combat in Dune Awakening is the fusion
know what?
of melee.
I'll just be surprised by it when it comes out.
There you go.
Okay, Pioneer official gameplay trailer. I don't know why I clicked on this one. First person. Oh yeah. No, this was the. Oh yeah. Looks very extraction shootery, Escape from Tarkov, Stalker. It's giving me Stalker vibes for sure. What the fuck? Fighters! Pioneer.
Open beta news soon.
Yeah. Looks cool. Add to your wish list. I might do that. Ferocious. Here we go. Dinosaur game.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, giant cockroaches. Fuck that. Is this Far Cry meets Jurassic Park? I'm sold.
I wish this thing would stop shitting itself on this website.
You get a kayak?
Whoa, I want to play.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Oh, my tiny build.
It's Far Cry. Far Cry meets fucking Jurassic Park. Got tired of waiting for a new Turok. Yeah. This looks good. Okay.
Add to wish list. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of stuff from Tiny Build. I love their stuff.
Well, what about sand? You like sand?
Maybe. I don't like it when it gets under my clothes. It's not comfy.
What the fuck kind of spider mech? Look at this shit.
Yeah, it's got little stompy feet.
Wild Wild West shit. So it's Raft, but in the desert. It's Desert Raft.
You can fight other
fucking spider ships.
This is like fucking.
Oh, this is straight up.
Zoe
Straight up.
Howl's Moving Castle with a little dash of. Come on, brain! Jesus Christ! My brain's done. What is word?
Okay, wait. Hologryph. Is that what it is?
Yeah, hologryph.
Tower and Tiny Build. So this is like a tiny build showcase. Wait, I'm curious. Who did Raft?
Hang on, I gotta plug in my headset before it dies.
Red Beat Interactive. I just wanted to see the fucking. So Red Beat Interactive AB. So that's why there was beats in the game. That makes sense. I was thinking Wild Wild West. Yeah. That's what it reminded me of, Wild Wild West. Okay, so it's not the same team that did Raft. Okay, well, it looked very Raft to me. Okay, sand. Looks cool. What about Voin?
Hi everyone,
Weird.
I'm Nikita, and for the past year and a half, I've been cooking. Take a look.
What the fuck was that? That was a jump scare. Where the fuck did that come from?
Hi everyone, I'm Nikita, and for the past year and a half, I've been cooking.
This
Take a
guy's AI. Okay.
Voin is a first-person hack and slash with RPG elements set in open world-like levels. The game is about you being
Open
an
world-like
unstoppable force of
levels?
nature that
What does that
wields
mean?
metal as its weapon. The world is broken, and you are its reckoning.
This one guy
You kill
did this?
monsters, you get loot, which is the game's bread and butter. And instead of affixes that plainly increase random stats, I decided to focus only on impactful stuff that actually changes the way you play. For example, you might find a hammer called Bellringer, which summons ghostly bells that, when hit, damage everyone around. Or another
Cool.
example, which I also
Oh.
like a lot, a really powerful scythe that literally tears reality as you swing, leaving scars that emanate freezing aura. Or should I say, a cool aura. No, I shouldn't say that. But guess what? You can also combine those two
I like
items
this
into
guy.
one. Find the symbiosis station at the hub, read the instructions carefully, please, and boom, you have dual wakizashis that poison everyone and summon fire tornadoes.
Okay.
That's the thing. But enough of that. Let's get to the next exciting thing.
Looks pretty cool, not gonna
In the
lie.
last major update, Thunderborn, I added a huge dungeon underneath the Cathedral of Veiled Lament. Now, though, I'm working on the game's next major update called Permafrost. It features a new, absolutely massive new location, the Athenium of Thousand Names. Snow-covered mountains, ice giants, perpetual blizzards. This place does not offer a warm welcome. Not at all. One of the other major features of this update is proper character progression. Finally, journey into the Hall of Reflection and find the new Tree of Talents. Yes, your talent tree is an actual tree. And not only that, while exploring, you'll be finding soul fruits, which you can attach to the tree and gain various bonuses. For example, the ability to sprint. And you can already play the talent tree update right now. Anyway, the game is shaping up great, and there are a lot more
This
super
game's
exciting
already
things
out.
coming. For example, a completely new character, completely new weapon types, spears, daggers, and more, and even quests. All right, guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Available now on Steam. Boing. I'm intrigued. I may actually look into getting this
It's
game.
currently 20% off at $15.99.
Sounds like a fucking steal. When's it sale end?
May 26th through June 2nd.
Guess I need to buy it now then. I mean, I probably will buy this game. $15? Hell yeah, let's go. Boing. Can I pull Steam up now? I can. Sorry.
You're good.
Boing. Add to cart. Okay, it's in my cart. All right, next. Okay, this is the opening movie for Metal Gear Solid 3 Remaster.
What a thrill. With
So they totally did like a fucking 007 James Bond. That's pretty cool.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
One of the YouTubers I watched does it. He uses this song at the he's at a donation goal called Naked Snake. So at the end of every one of his streams, he takes his shirt off and dances this song.
It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go.
That guy
to the
controls bees.
rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog.
What did she just say? You'll eat a tree frog? What the fuck?
Guess so.
For the day
Yeah. He literally eats snakes. I knew that.
In my time, there'll be no one else.
Woman driver, scary. Look, he almost fell out right there.
Crime, it's the way I fly to you.
You forgot to take the caps off those lenses. How can you see anything?
Still in a dream, snake eater.
Mommy? I think it literally is his mom or something. No, not his mom. Solid Snake's mom. Different Snake.
Still in a dream, snake eater.
I want to play this game.
And we're back at Mind's Eye.
Yeah, did we watch this? No, I added this one. This was the one from 2 days ago.
Is it?
Yeah. I just found it. I added it to the playlist.
Introducing Mind's Eye. Your story takes place in the city of Red Rock, a desert metropolis.
I mean,
where
come
corporate
on. This
greed and
isn't like everybody's like saying this is fucking Vegas because there's the dome or whatever. Everybody's saying this game looks generic. Like you can fly around in a goddamn personalized fucking drone copter thing.
political ambition are in constant friction.
Cars
In a future
cars
that's
and
closer
lighting
than
look
we
really
think.
good.
Technology takes care of almost everything, so we don't have to.
Of course, sir.
Artificial intelligence
I
connects
will say
every
that like
device
the
into
characters
one
do
all-knowing
not
system.
stand out like they did in the
But you are
GTA
not part
trailer.
of the system. You are Jacob Diaz.
Diaz, told you. Didn't I say his name was like Rodriguez or something?
Yeah.
What starts out as a personal quest as you step
It's cool
into the
looking
lead
pickup.
role in a conspiracy involving criminal forces, an unchecked military. and a
There's no
threat
way you
so
didn't get
sinister
smoked by a
it
bullet right
endangers
there,
the
bro.
survival of humanity. You have expert skills making you extremely valuable to some, but highly dangerous to others.
You find Diaz yet? No, still out there. When we find him, I'm the one who ends him. Boss has a better idea. Remember that girl, the hacker? Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah. Turns out she's been holed up downtown in some kind of safe house. Can you drive?
Can you shoot?
It's similar stuff in Watch Dogs.
Confronted
Yeah.
with increasingly perilous situations, you must form unlikely alliances in order to survive.
Yeah, it's very like Cyberpunk and Watch Dogs,
Your
GTA.
talents
Like
at the wheel will be
it's definitely a
called upon
combination
as
of
you
a
find
lot of other
yourself
games
both
that have already
the
come out,
hunter
for sure.
and hunted.
Anytime this website wants to stop shooting itself, it'd be great.
Wildlands. Is it just yours or is everybody else's
No,
screen?
it's just this. It plays fine later, but whenever it's during the stream, this thing runs
Dramatic
like
new
ass.
twists explode onto your
Basically,
screen
most of this
with
is
a
just
variety of unique situations
Pause
to solve,
screenshots for me.
Give up on us.
involving protecting others,
Fucking CPR.
defending assets, and even making space
Like
in
drone
the
strikes.
stratosphere.
These things don't have
Dick
much
rockets.
fuel, so be
Let's go.
careful. Precision is vital.
Your journey means you must battle your way through Red Rock's sometimes extravagant, fortified, secret, and
I
treacherous
wonder
locations.
if, like, this combat clearly for the trailer, like he's not taking hardly any damage or whatever. You know what I mean?
You'll
Like,
have a wide array of tools.
I wonder,
and
what the
weaponry
difficulty
to engage
level if
with,
it's going to be ramped
ranging
up,
from the conventional to the exotic.
so you don't get smoked all the time.
You will reactivate the Mind's Eye implant, which is fused to a companion drone, allowing you
This
a
is
whole
straight
new
up. This is
perspective
cyberpunk right here.
and a strategic advantage in reconnaissance
And like fucking
combat.
Eagle Vision and fucking Assassin's Creed games. That's a combination of a lot of games. Looks really cool though.
The companion drone has a powerful stun function, which can disable enemies,
Taser
allowing
drone.
you to combat multiple targets simultaneously. It can also be used to allow Jacob access to otherwise
I think I'm
unreachable
gonna pick
areas.
this game up.
As your
Depending on
enemies
what it
become
costs, like
stronger and more
we'll see.
aggressive, you can upgrade the drone's
But
ability.
I think I'm gonna.
increasing its
I enjoy
potency,
these types of games, and if it's
Use the
just single
drone to
player
take over
too,
robots.
all the more.
turning hacked enemies.
There's,
into
I don't get to
tactical
play a lot of
allies.
single player games anymore.
It's $60 right now.
Is it? We'll see. I don't know.
Powerful nano grenades become a vital part of your arsenal in the battle to save the human race.
Terminators.
I was thinking more like the iRobot.
As the threat expands exponentially,
The Run looked like the
only you have the power
Terminator
to stop this.
What a nerd. Nerd. No, it's a woman. Never mind. Play Mind's Eye. All play time.
Mind's Eye's unique content delivery system, entered via portals in the campaign or at any time through the menu, enables access to the open world and a continuous, ever-expanding stream of
Motherfucker,
new gameplay.
it is multiplayer. Wait, what? What the fuck is that?
Beautiful.
This is the home of infinite entertainment.
Yes, Bubby. You're beautiful too. Ah, and it shows the male. You can be male or female.
PC only. Build.
For the first time ever, anyone can build their own Mind's Eye quality missions and games, thanks to our groundbreaking, easy-to-use creation system.
That's
No
cool.
need to be a professional game developer. Simply drop anything you want anywhere you like, be it enemies, vehicles, objects, explosions. We are granting you access to our assets and the superpower to make your own games.
That's fucking cool.
Mind's Eye players get an all-access pass to the hidden world of game creation. At the touch of a button, you can create your own shootouts, chases, races, puzzles, and places. Literally anything. We are passionate about democratizing video game development.
Democratizing.
We invite you to join us in the innovative world of Mind's Eye. Available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Pre-order now.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I kind of want to support this game.
That looks really cool.
Yeah. I kind of really want to support this game. Build a Rocket Boy is the studio. So that is cool.
All right, and I think that has us, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. We pretty much, we're not really stopping it too short, but we are stopping a little short. I will not be here next week. Next Thursday, I will be no podcast. I will be on vacation. I will be away. And then I had talked about possibly taking 2 weeks off. I don't think I will. I kind of will be looking forward to coming back. I'm going to potentially try to actually like stay away from the news and shit as much as possible. So I might be happier when I come back. Probably not. I'll probably still be grumpy as shit.
No, I know you, my guy. You'll have a little bit more peace, but you're still going to be pieced.
I can't help it. People piss me off. Yeah, no, so I will be back. I am going to go buy that Void game, even though I won't be able to play it till next week. It's fine. Who's calling me now? What the fuck? Hang on, sorry.
As for anyone who can't stand being away from either Maine or myself for a week, do not worry. I stream Thursday through Monday every week, unless I need to get a job, which might happen soon because I need money. But yes, I stream basically daily, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time to I don't fucking know whenever I get tired or shit breaks. Shit's been breaking a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully you can get your stuff fixed out. I will may drop in and say hi on the stream every now and then, but for the most part, I will be gone. So, Nemo, enjoy your week. We will see you in a week or so.
Enjoy your vacation. Say hi to the fam.
I will do that. I have to go pack now because I am going to leave in like 5 or 6 hours, and I have to
Bruh,
pack
go
anything.
pack, dumbass. Jesus. You're gonna forget like your underwear, your pants, your fucking toothbrush, and everything. You'll be like,
Oh, that reminds me. I should make a list.
Get out of here.
I love you all. See you all in a couple weeks, probably, maybe. Goodbye.
Jesus Christ, man.